My name is Natalie. I'm the Director of Strategic Partnerships here at the Chamber. So we all do a little bit of everything. So kind of learn, but I oversee all of our marketing, both chamber marketing and membership marketing. So if you ever have any questions about those benefits, I will definitely be your go-to person. I also handle a lot of our educational and entrepreneurial focused initiatives. So some community outreach and partnerships and things like that. So I'm sure you will see me around as well as the rest of the team. So um, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll jump in here and get started. So we're starting right at the very beginning this morning in what is a chamber, because a lot of people don't know. But chambers originally started just as a group of business owners that got together to work together to promote business and kind of help each other out, protect each other from higher government powers kind of intervening in how they wanted to do business. So chambers are now officially registered as 501(c)(6) nonprofits, but we still keep that original purpose. We're here to support the business community, protect our economy, and help kind of build those relationships between our local business community and local state governments. So I always point out that the chamber is in fact a nonprofit. We are not a part of the government, but that C6 designation allows us to work with the government, be involved in political activity, and that sort of thing. The first chamber in the United States was founded in 1768, which I always love. It's one of my favorite fun facts because we were over here founding chambers of commerce before we founded the United States of America. So I just love the connotation that we've always been here to support business. And then the U.S. Chamber of Commerce was founded in 1912. So as I'll talk about in a little bit, there are chambers of all sizes, all the way up, starting at your local city level chambers. So here in Harford County, we have the Havre de Grace Chamber and the Aberdeen Chamber at the very local level. You'll have county chambers like us, state chambers, and then there's a U.S. chamber, as well as an international chamber of commerce. So it goes all the way up. So us, specifically the Harford County Chamber of Commerce, we were chartered in 1976. We represent over 620 local businesses in the area and over 25,000 employees. So one of the awesome things about chamber membership is we recognize the business itself as the chamber member so that any employee can participate then under that membership. So 620 businesses represents a whole lot more people than just the individual business itself. And then we operate kind of under our three main pillars of advocate, connect, and educate, which is what I'm going to jump into next. And then quick snapshot of the team here. So like I said, my name is Natalie. I'm the Director of Strategic Partnerships here. If you haven't already met Angela, she's our president and CEO. You will see her at most of our big signature events. She handles the advocacy efforts of the chamber and a lot of our event coordination and working with our government partners. And then I'm sure both of you probably know Phil, being new members. So Phil is our membership director. He handles all of our members from onboarding when you first join the chamber for as long as you are a member of the chamber. Phil will be your go-to guy for benefits and helping you get connected. All right, so jumping into our three main pillars here, starting with advocacy. So the chamber has always been created as kind of this moderator between the business community and government, whether that's local, state, federal, kind of depends on the level of chamber, like I talked about. So we're here to provide you those real-time updates as to what's going on, how it impacts how you do business. Most of that information is going to be summarized in our Chamber Chronicle. That's our weekly newsletter that goes out via email each Tuesday afternoon. So look for that. You'll have one coming out today. And that usually that top portion there kind of gives you a summary, breakdown, local, state, federal, what's happening, what to look out for. There will also be a lot of opportunities for you to get involved, whether it's meeting the local and state officials to get involved, ask questions, that sort of thing. Testifying, giving feedback. A lot of times in that chronicle, you'll see opportunities to give your feedback, whether that's online through like a survey, or testifying on behalf, in Annapolis, DC. We are actively testifying during the session. But then we pass those opportunities on to you too. We'll share what's going on, and kind of help you figure out that process. Because I know it can be a bit daunting. So with all of that as well. And then we have a fantastic partnership with the Maryland State Chamber and the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, which is really awesome. Not just for you guys, but for our community, to kind of have that pipeline going all the way up between the local and federal levels. So fun fact, I'm not sure if this applies to either of you, but if you have fewer than 7 employees and you join the Harford County Chamber of Commerce, you automatically receive a complimentary membership to the Maryland State Chamber. That happens automatically. We get you registered, but that's just a really great partnership, something to have in your back pocket too, of kind of knowing what's happening at that state level. Because there's quite a bit. If you're someone who pays attention to politics, there's quite a lot coming down the pipeline this year. All right, and then jumping into educate. So you'll see a bunch of different educational opportunities throughout the year. And that's both education at a business level, whether it's, business best practices, help with marketing, help with business, planning, all that. You'll see those either pop up on our calendar sometimes, or you'll see them in the Chronicle. And then we also do a lot of work in education with the next generation of kind of building that future workforce here in Harford County. So we actually operate the Harford County Chamber of Commerce Education Foundation. That is a 501c3 nonprofit that awards scholarships each year to both returning adult students and graduating high school seniors that are looking to kind of continue on in their educational journey. We do scholarships each year, and then we work very closely with a lot of different partners in the county, whether that's Harford Community College, Susquehanna Workforce Network, some people like that, to connect students with internships, apprenticeships, first jobs, that sort of thing, especially at our local businesses, and making sure that our students are aware of the opportunities that are right here at home, and kind of giving that opportunity for them to learn at a local level and come back into our local workforce. And that's something that if that's of interest to you, you're more than welcome to be involved in. We have a scholarship committee that reviews those. There's plenty of opportunities for you to both share educational opportunities that you might have for students with us to share to the greater community, or vice versa, if you're looking for internships or apprentices, that sort of thing. All stuff you can be involved in. And then, of course, connections. Probably what most people think of when they think of a chamber is you're joining this giant business network. So like I said, we're representing over 25,000 employees from local businesses. So there are plenty of people to connect with when you're joining the chamber. Probably one of the most popular ways to connect is through our events. You'll see we do over 40 events a year. There's usually at least 2 events per month, if not more. So there's a little bit of something for everybody out there. You can take your pick of what is of interest to you. I always recommend people join us for coffee and connections if you're interested in getting out there and networking. It's really a great time. It's a really popular event. So that happens every 3rd Wednesday of the month at 8 a.m. We do not have one in December just because it falls too close to the holidays, but we will start again in January, every 3rd Wednesday. It's a great time. You just come out, casual networking, enjoy some coffee, get to meet some people in the community. So I always recommend those. You can network online through our Member Information Center. So the session I'll be doing next week will walk you through that Member Information Center step by step, and I'll point out some ways that you can do this. But just at a glance, once you get kind of familiar with that portal, it's really easy to shoot people an email or connect online and and either offer to meet up in person, hey, let's grab coffee and would love to meet you, or just connect online. A lot of business happens online these days. So just to say, hey, we're fellow members, let's work together. You're more than welcome to do that. We encourage that. And then I always tell people you could follow us on social media. If you're one of those people that prefers to see updates online, if you are away from your email, but you know that you'll be on Facebook or LinkedIn later, most of our events and updates and different things to be involved in will most likely be on our social media pages as well. So you can always follow us there. All right. I'm going to take a quick break just to see if anybody has any questions just about kind of what we do, who we are, anything yet? No, we're all good?
I'm good.
Alrighty. And feel free to interrupt me if you think of a question later, but I try to break throughout just in case. All right. So now I'm going to jump into membership benefits in addition to all of those things. So the Chamber Chronicle. So like I said, this is our e-newsletter, goes out every Tuesday afternoon. It's always going to have your most recent advocacy updates, surveys, things to share feedback. So I always tell people to watch out for those. It will always have registration for the most recent upcoming events, usually about a month out, of what's coming up and information there. And then a lot of just tips, tricks, news from our members. So you'll kind of get familiar with the layout as you read more of them, but there's opportunities for members to share some highlights, what's going on with them. So if you're ever celebrating a big anniversary or an award or something like that, we always encourage members to share that with us, and we'll put it out there in the newsletter and help you celebrate. So that's always a great opportunity for members. And then any other helpful tips and tricks that we come across, whether it's educational opportunities or grants or loans or financial opportunities, things like that. As we come across them, we will put them in there for you. Amber, was that a hand? I know you said your mic wasn't working, so if you do have a question, I can open my chat just to clap. We love that. I should. Okay. Next up is our committees and groups. So as a member of the chamber, you are welcome to join any of our committees or groups. They're pretty self-explanatory by their names, but these are just some different opportunities to get involved at a deeper level, especially if you're someone who prefers to connect in a smaller group of people. Most committees average probably between 10 to 20 people, and are more, focused on a specific area. So if you just have more interest in, getting more involved in government affairs, that's a great option. If you are really interested in education and want to be a part of the scholarship process and awarding those scholarships, that's a really great option. So those are all open to you. You can join at any time. Just shoot us an email and let us know what committee you're interested in. We'll get you connected. Most of them meet virtually. So then what we'll do is we'll connect you with the leader of that group. You can come in and kind of shadow a meeting, see if you like it, and then you can officially join at that point if you'd like to. And then we do have two chamber exclusive leads groups, which is our Hartford Business Network and Business Resource Network. So these are industry specific groups. There can only be one member per industry category in the group. And these are geared mostly towards lead generation. So it's dedicated to networking and helping each other generate new business and generate new leads. So Harvard Business Network meets on Wednesdays. Business Resource Network meets on Fridays. Both of those meet in person at 8 a.m. And again, if that's something that you might be interested in, just reach out to us, let us know, which group, which time frame kind of works for your schedule more. We'll put you in touch with the person in charge of that group, and they can tell you like if your industry is open and kind of get you involved. All of our committees over here in the bulleted list are complimentary. They are part of your chamber membership. There is no additional fee to be a part of any of those committees. But there is an additional joining fee for Harvard Business Network and Business Resource Network. I don't remember off the top of my head what it is. I want to say like $100, 150 maybe for the year, something like that. But if you are interested in those groups, we'll definitely get you connected and let you know. All right, and then our cost savings programs. So another benefit of the chamber at no cost to you. All of these programs here are designed as ways to help you do business and help you save money on kind of your everyday business expenses. So these are all programs that members have provided to us and to other members. So you'll see these are all up on our website. Each one is a little bit different to sign up for. So go on our website, you'll see a drop-down list of all the different options, and you can get more information as to how you get involved with each one. But things like Constant Contact, all chamber members get, I believe it's 20% off of your Constant Contact subscription if you use that for email marketing. The energy and sustainability program is really great with CQI. It's basically an energy like co-op that you can sign into with other members of the chamber to try to get a lower cost or lower rate on your energy bills. So that's really awesome because like everything else, your energy bill has gone up, I'm sure, because I know mine has. You have some different banking options with APGFCU and Freedom Federal Credit Union. And then Work Perks offers different employee insurance benefits. So if you're looking to provide new insurance or a different insurance package to your employees, Work Perks has some discounted options specifically for chamber members. So that's really awesome. I encourage people to take advantage of those. You're gonna recoup your membership dues just through the use of just one of those, let alone if you are in a position to do multiple. And I will say that these change on occasion, maybe every year or two. It is open every year, but members are allowed to submit cost savings programs if they would like to offer a discounted program for whatever they offer to the rest of the chamber. And I'll touch on this briefly because there's other ways to share discounts through the Member Information Center. That is a free option. Cost savings programs are an additional fee. So there's a couple different ways, and I can talk through all that. But that's just my plug for why you should attend next week's session too. And I'll talk a little bit more about all those programs. But check out our website, hartfordchamber.org. There's a tab at the top, cost savings programs, lists them all out, gives you all the details, how to apply or sign up or register, whatever you got to do for that specific program. So I definitely encourage you to check those out. All right, and then we're going to jump into marketing benefits. So there are a ton of marketing benefits that come with the chamber. And again, I will be your go-to person if you have any questions about these, you want to take advantage of them, utilize one of them. So these are all of the no cost benefits. These are all included for every single chamber member in your chamber membership. So top one, like I talked about in the Chronicle, there's a members making headlines section. So if you have some awesome achievements that you want to shout out, an award that you won recently, anniversary you're celebrating, things like that, that's awesome. Just shoot it over to me in an email, send me some pictures, and we'll pop that into the next week's Chronicle. You can advertise in the lobby. So if you haven't been to our office yet, the lobby of our office is just dedicated to our members. So it's just wall to wall, different flyers and brochures and little goodies and stuff. So I always tell people you are more than welcome to drop off some items flyers, business cards, whatever you have, and we'll display those in the lobby. So and either, when we have people that stop by that are looking for local businesses to service, we can pass that information out to them. Or you'll see there's different opportunities throughout the year that maybe we will share some of those things with the general public, like upcoming, for our holiday party, we did stockings this year. So we have stockings of different discounts and goodies from our members. So stuff like that. I always encourage you. It's completely free. Just drop stuff off. And then utilizing the MIC, there's a bunch that you can do that, again, we will go over next week. But you can share events, you can share job postings, you can share discounts. Whether if you want to offer a discount specifically for other chamber members, you can do that. You can share, if you just have a general promotion that's open to the public, you can share that. And all of that is posted on our website as well as in the Member Information Center. So members can log in and see that information. But then it's also lives on our website. So it's open to the public. Public can see. It's a great way to just continue to spread the word and increase your visibility online. We also have our podcast, the Business Beat podcast. That's a lot of fun. That's in partnership with Harford County Living. If any of you are familiar with Rich Bennett, and he has a podcast called Conversations with Rich Bennett. He runs Harford County Living, which is just kind of dedicated to the good news of Harford County. But he hosts that podcast for us. And it's just a time to come out and talk about your business. It's a casual conversation with me, Rich. And we just talk about business, who you are, what you do, how you got involved with the chamber. And so that's a lot of fun. We release a new episode each month that you can listen to on our website or any other podcast app you like to listen to. So that's something you can be a part of. You just have to shoot me an email and say, hey, I would love to record an episode. I'll warn you now, I am booked out this year for quite a ways. But feel free to shoot me an email and I'll put you on the waiting list and we'll get you on. You can also join our Facebook group if you personally use Facebook or if your business has a Facebook page. It's just the Harford County Chamber of Commerce Facebook group. It's not super original, but it's just an extra space for you to share what you're doing and what's happening. So again, completely free. Feel free to promote your business or share anything that you're working on in that group. It's just another great way to connect. So. All right, and then these are all of the additional low-cost marketing benefits that you can take advantage of as a chamber member. Again, these are all exclusive to members. You must be a member to utilize any of these benefits, but these are the ones that would have an additional fee attached. You can place an ad for your business in pretty much everything that we do, whether that's the Chronicle, it goes out every week, on our social media pages, our website, the quarterly directory. You guys probably haven't seen our quarterly directory yet, but if you go online, you'll see our membership directory. You can scroll through. It's big directory of all of our members. And then once per quarter, we put all of that into like a PDF version. It looks prettier of all the members, all their information. You can place ads in that. We also offer a member mailing list. So, and like that's really popular around the holidays as people are sending out holiday cards or promotions. If there's ever something that you want to mail out, you can purchase a member mailing list. It includes all the members, their main point of contact, their mailing address, things like that. And then event sponsorships. I'm pretty sure every single event we have has a sponsorship opportunity. And they will range, it depends on the event, but it will range from as low as $25 all the way up to several thousand, depending on what is included, the type of event, the number of attendees, all of that good stuff. So I always tell people if that's something you're interested in, you want to highlight your business a little bit more like in person and in front of people, that's a great way to do it. But if you ever have any questions of, which event makes the most sense for my industry or my business, or should I do this one or this one? Like, what are the differences? What am I going to get? Please just ask. Just shoot us an email, give us a call. And we can either make some suggestions that might make more sense for you, or based on your budget or what you're looking for. Or, we're always happy to make those connections and kind of fill in the gaps. Because I know, especially when you're new and you're trying to figure out what makes the most sense for you and how you're going to get involved. So feel free to ask. Happy to do that. Happy to make those connections. All right. Last but not least, we're going to briefly touch on the MIC. So the Member Information Center is your portal to membership, basically. It's a space for members to connect, and it stores all of our information and that sort of thing. So you will create your login. You created that when you became a member. That is unique to you. You can add as many as employees as you would like into the MIC. It is unlimited. So if you have 2 employees you want to add in, if you have 120, whatever, doesn't matter. You can add as many people as you want in there. And I encourage you to do that. Everyone will be able to have their own unique login that is personal to them, but it will take all of you to the same page for your business as representatives of that business. You can update your information at any time. So that's what you'll probably get an email if you haven't already. As we gear up for our quarterly directory coming out in January, we remind people to make sure your business information is up to date. So, if you move, if you get a new email address, your phone number changes, right? You can update that at any time. And then this little flyer over here is you would have received in your new member packet when you first joined. It's also in the MIC under the resources tab if you're exploring in there, but it's all the different stuff that you can do. So you can share pretty much anything that you want in the MIC, whether it's events, news, jobs. I will say the RFPs, request for proposals. Oh, yep. I missed his message before I logged off, but hopefully he had a good day. Request for proposals. So that's an opportunity if you are in need of a service and you want to specifically use a chamber member, but maybe you're not sure who to use, or, say you need a new website done, but you don't know them personally. You just want to send it out to everyone in the chamber who does websites. You can do that. It's a great way to do it. What else we got? Hot deals I talked about a little bit. So you can do a hot deal shared with the public, or you can do a member to member deal shared specifically for chamber members. Those are different options. And then it houses the online directory and things like that. So there's a lot in there. And I encourage people to take advantage of all of the things that are in there. But I know that it can also be a little daunting. So that's why I'm doing this session next week. And we will walk through how to do each of these things step by step. I'll show you how to post stuff, show you how to update all your information, so that you know, and you will have all of that.